Hello, amazing beings. What's currently happening on Earth is quite extraordinary. Not even the Intergalactic Council, who have been monitoring our progress on Earth, expected light workers to make this huge and unprecedented rise in frequency so quickly. It is awesome. After I prepared notes for the Angel Congress in Salzburg that I've just talked at, I asked Kumikar if everything was 100% accurate, and he said no. So I went through my notes very carefully with him, and there was one word he wanted me to change. I had written that some light workers are now seventh dimensional, and he said, that's wrong. Put many light workers are now seventh dimensional, and that seemed really amazing. And what actually happened at the talks was quite wondrous. It was off the scale wondrous. 40% of the participants actually reached the sixth dimension, and more than half of those activated the codes of the sixth dimensional so that it will maintain that frequency. And in addition, 28% of the participants reached the seventh dimension. I mean, that's amazing. And a quarter of them activated it so that they can live with the angelic realms at that frequency. Afterwards, I sat quietly and talked to Archangel Gabriel, and he said, once again, humans have surprised us and filled us with joy. There is so much going on. So look, here's a reminder. When you're sixth dimensional, you work for the highest good of humanity. The foundation of the sixth dimension is cosmic enlightenment. So you see the universe from a higher perspective, and you work with the spiritual realms in cosmic service. This means accessing light codes from the stars and planets and activating them, not just for your own spiritual growth, but for Earth. When you are seventh dimensional, you connect at all times with the angelic realms and you act with angelic qualities. And the light body, your aura, is seventh dimensional, and your crystalline light body and brain are partially activated. Your 12 strands of DNA are fully activated. Now, there are many people who are seventh dimensional now, whose 12 strands of DNA are activated, but they are not using their gifts and talents because they don't believe that they can. So if this applies to you, start believing and using them. And it's because light workers are moving into the seventh dimension for the first time on Earth, with maintaining a human body, that we're now starting to merge with the archangels. So, merging with the archangels. When I presented the workshop to merge with Archangel Michael, more than 40% of the participants made a complete merge, and they don't need to do that meditation again. 92% actually merged, but it wasn't a complete merge. So if that applies to you, you need to repeat it until you have that absolute feeling and knowing that you are merged with Michael. So I'm now looking forward to presenting Merge with Archangel Raphael on Monday the 2nd of June, followed by merges with Archangels Gabriel, Chamuel, Mary, and Metatron. And I'm delighted that so many beautiful light workers are taking up the special offer to do all 6 merge with the Archangels workshops for the price of 4. That's really, really encouraging that so many are ready for that. The massive frequency change is reflected in the monadic merge for June, which is very different from ever before and is a huge step up both in frequency and mastery. It takes you to a new, much higher level of cosmic ascension, and our monadic merges now take place not up here, but in the heart. This is real progress. Everything is within. In my June newsletter, I include magnificent angel orbs that actually hold an invitation to invite you into the sixth dimension and accelerate your ascension, and an extraordinary photograph of an energy from Orion, the plane of wisdom, with a being from Pluto carrying light codes of higher ascension. The full moon in Sagittarius on June the 11th is the strawberry moon. When I was preparing this, I was thinking just how awesome and how delicious the strawberries have been this year. They seem to have been extra red and ripe and luscious. And Kumikar said that this full moon was activating an energy of sweetness. He said it wasn't activating positivity, but a feeling that life is good. So no matter what's going on in the rest of the world, focus on inner happiness and fulfillment, and this full moon will bring it forward in your life. This is not a general possibility, but those who focus on inner sweetness, on inner harmony at this full moon will receive that reward. To me, this felt like another reminder that we create our own reality, and this full moon is drawing this to our attention. And this is a busy month. The full moon is followed by the summer solstice on June the 20th. This is the longest day, the day when the sun is at the peak of its power. It's a time to celebrate who you are and how far you've come. It's a time to recognize your potential. As you embrace and acknowledge your achievements, your spiritual achievements, you automatically take a leap up the ascension ladder. Spiritual achievements include how you've developed and grown as a person, how you've forgiven others or become more loving or more generous or kinder, how you're more in service, more tuned to the angelic worlds or the cosmos. That's spiritual service. So, my June newsletter also includes a simple ceremony to enhance your life and spiritual progress at the summer solstice. Also, there's an article about what is a dimension and how do you know if you're 5, 6 or 7D, and how to do service work while you're driving your car, and something about Almoira and Master Abraham, who's an aspect of Almoira. So enjoy June. Really have fun. Make it a great month for you. And lots of love and blessings, and it's time to fly. Take care.